You were in bed, your mom came in and gave you a hard time about something, you got pissed off at her, you had enough of her crap, you grabbed the gun out of there and you just blasted her because you were sick and tired of hearing her shit. You see how that could sound? Sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I don't think that happened. Is that what happened?
On the 21st of November 2023, the Hernando County Sheriff's Office received a call that shifted a missing person inquiry into a homicide investigation. A pedestrian near a commercial business on Cortez Boulevard in Brooksville, Florida, reported a strong, foul odor emanating from a dead-end road. Following the scent to a concrete storm drain, the witness peered into the pipe and discovered human remains in the early stages of decomposition. Deputies arrived to find the body of 75-year-old Dabanee Cook-Resca discarded in the water. She was wearing only a bathrobe. A search of the robe's pockets revealed a debit card, which allowed authorities to immediately identify her and trace her address to a residence nearby. When detectives arrived at that home, they encountered her son, 53-year-old Richard R.W RESCA. The physical evidence inside the house told a brutal story. Police found signs of a shooting that contradicted Richard's initial feigned ignorance. Under questioning, the reality of the domestic dynamic was exposed. Richard admitted that an argument had erupted in the home they shared. He stated that his mother was shouting at him and wouldn't stop. To silence the noise, he retrieved a firearm and shot the 75-year-old woman in the chest. Rather than calling 911, Richard dragged his mother's body out of the house, loaded her into a vehicle, and drove to the desolate drainage ditch on Cortez Boulevard to dispose of her. He believed the remote location would conceal the crime, but the decomposition process betrayed him just days later. Before the interrogation begins, Resca doesn't know that the police have already reviewed CCTV footage near his house. They already have a solid case against him. As they talk to him, their goal is simply to see if there will be inconsistencies in his story. The detective offers him water and appears friendly to make him feel at ease.
You sure you don't need anything?
It's like, I might have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, let me,
When Resca requests to use the bathroom, the detective allows it. This is a deliberate tactic. Keeping the suspect comfortable encourages them to keep talking.
Hey there. Sorry to keep you waiting. I really appreciate you coming in.
Yeah,
I know you're skeptical, but listen.
No, because like I said, every time I want to go to jail for something I didn't do.
Resca immediately makes an excuse for his behavior, claiming he is uncomfortable because he has been accused of something he didn't do.
Alright, well, honestly, I'm not the street cop. I'm not like a warrants guy or anything like that. All I do is what I do here. Is when something like this happens, I come out and my job is to try and figure out what happened and find out why it happened and who did what. Sometimes there's a good reason why things happen and we don't always know what they are.
The detective assures him that he is fine as long as he is innocent, and then proceeds to ask him questions about his family.
When we was living in Tampa, I get kicked in the face 10 times because I used to have a futon, which I'm still pissed off that they do it out and all the scrappers got it. Yeah. But I had this got off work 10:30. I take my shirt off, I was getting ready to take a shower, and I had this bottle of beer. I took 2 sips out of it, lit my cigarette, and took 2 drags off it and fell asleep.
Right.
I wake up a few hours later to my sister kicking me in my face.
Jeez.
Oh, that ain't the worst part. I go to jail for it.
And who lives at your house where you live? It's just you and your mom?
Yeah.
And your mom, how do you spell your last name? Dabanee?
D-A-B-A-N-N-E-E.
Okay. And she got the same last name as you?
Well, Cook-Resca.
Cook, is that your dad's name?
No.
Her husband's name?
Yeah. Well,
okay. But that's not your dad, right?
Well, Resca is, yeah.
Okay. What's Cook for?
My mom's maiden name.
Oh, okay, cool. And do you know her birthday?
The detective asked him questions about his mum first, and then shifted to questions about him.
Now let me ask you this, your mom, did she have any medical history or medical issues that she had going on with her? Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
what things she had going on?
One of the major things, she just had her pacemaker replaced.
It was replaced?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Let's say 3-4 months.
3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 2, I don't remember, and she just had to go to the...
Where'd she go for that? To get
TGH.
Oh, Tampa General? Mm-hmm. Do you happen to remember her doctor name by any chance?
No.
I would never remember either because they're all funny names too. So besides the pacemaker, did she have any other medical issues?
High blood pressure. She had so many pills, I didn't know all of them were for.
Okay, so you know high blood pressure, you know she had a pacemaker replaced, anything else you know of?
Well, she had to go to the, what do you call them, the butt doctor. I don't know what the term is.
Okay,
Yeah,
for a colonoscopy?
Yeah, she went to the colonoscopy, but I guess she got too hungry.
She ate when she wasn't supposed to?
Yep. And then she had to go back, wait a few more months and go back.
Okay.
They did a procedure at where they do the colonoscopies in. She said you gotta go back to, they said they can't do it there, they gotta go to the main hospital.
Okay.
That was.
But there was nothing wrong, she just had that checkup?
No, she had some polyps in both areas.
Okay, but it wasn't, they just took care of it and that was the end of it?
No, she actually had to go back.
Okay.
And she was waiting for,
Did she smoke cigarettes or anything?
She
Snuff?
Like,
Like you stuff?
Yeah, Copenhagen.
I got you.
Not Copenhagen.
Does she, besides the medicine, does she do anything else? Does she take other medicines or does she do any other things? Like, does she have a marijuana card? Anything like that? Doesn't she drink alcohol at all?
Every once in a while.
Not a lot though, just kind of casually.
No.
Does she have any tattoos on her anywhere?
No.
Okay. Does she have any surgery scars? You said she has a pacemaker, so she have like something on her where they did surgery?
Yeah, which she keeps yelling at my dog because she wants to play all the time and she's heavy pawed and
Okay.
keeps hitting it. And
Where did she get hit? Where did she have the surgery at? Did you see the scars on her anywhere?
yeah, no, that's a little one.
Just a little
Yeah,
spot?
yeah.
Okay. Alright. And okay, so now do you drink alcohol at all?
Yeah, not often, but
No big deal. Did you go to school around here?
no.
Where'd you go to school at?
Texas.
Is that where you're originally from? Were you born in Texas?
No. I was born in Boston, grew up in Texas.
Boston. Wow.
We've been here for like, I was gonna say 95, so almost 30 years.
Wow, that's a long time. So did you bounce around Florida, or did you mainly stay in Tampa and then come up here?
The rent was cheap up here.
Sure.
Because they said buying a house is cheaper than rent,
Pretty much these days.
which the rent was been going up.
Everything's going up. So how long you been living in Brooksville then? About 2 years. Okay. You working anywhere right now?
Been trying to find a place.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this taco place to open up down the street, but
Where's that gonna be?
just on the other side of Winn-Dixie.
Out by the interstate?
Yeah.
Really? Is there gonna be a taco place there?
Yeah. I was trying to get a job at the breakfast station, but
Oh.
they never returned call.
Okay.
Then I filled an application out next door at the pet store, the vet.
Right. Well, you like animals, so that'd be a great place to work.
Well, yeah.
It says, I gotta read it word for word, so just bear with me. It says you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned, and if you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish, and you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Now, based on what I said to you, you understand what I said to you, correct?
Yes.
You have any questions about what I read to you? Are you okay?
No.
No, you don't what?
Huh?
You don't have any questions about that?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so underneath there's another portion. I X'd what we're talking about. This stuff here is not pertaining to us. This is just waiver of rights. It says you've read the above statement of your rights, which I read to you, and you understand each of these rights and have these rights in mind. You waive them willing to make a statement. And all that's saying is right now you're willing to talk to me and give me information to help me figure out what happened with your mom, and that's all that is. Is that fair enough? Okay. I just need you to sign here saying that you acknowledged what I said. It doesn't hold you responsible for anything. It just means I read it and you're okay. So when you sign your name, do you print it or you sign? Okay, that's good. I can read your handwriting. Well, you got good printing.
Well, I print better than I do cursive.
Okay.
And that's the other thing I seen on the news the other day. They because I love watching the news in the morning.
Sure. Yeah, well, sometimes people sign their name like doctors and I can't read it. And then I don't remember who I spoke to, so I gotta have them write their name underneath it. But you did it just perfect.
But it takes me forever to print.
There's no rush. Alright, I'm just signing saying I acknowledged it too. And like I said, I do appreciate you coming down. I know that this is not information you wanted to hear tonight, that you needed to hear, but unfortunately, we got led to you because you're her son, and we need to speak to you about some things. So, you said you went to school, right? Did you go to school in Texas or in Tampa?
Texas.
Texas? What school? So how did you and your mom get along? How do you guys get along together? You guys fight or
arguing about the dog chewed up her shoe.
Okay.
Yeah, get rid of that damn dog.
So how many dogs and cats you got?
I got 3 dogs and I'm gonna see about 20 cats.
And your mom's okay with all that, or she doesn't? It's all you want them, but she don't.
No. When I get ready, when they get older, when she starts naming them, I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna keep that one.
Right. So do you let them go at certain points?
Well, actually, she took them down to the, there's a park in the neighborhood.
Right. Oh, it's at the back of the hill there?
Yeah. Huh?
You set them loose down there?
The moose?
You set them loose?
Well, at my mom, this about 3 weeks ago, she took 3 or 4 cats down there.
Yeah.
2 came back the other day.
I was gonna say, did they make their way back home?
Yeah, and the other one, because I keep my window open because it's hot and
yeah,
because it costs money to run the AC and it don't really run right.
Right.
And
so they jump back in the window on you?
No, well, that's why I close my door because some of the cats coming through my window.
Right.
And they run around and the dogs, I'm like, don't come up here.
Yeah.
There's some cats that can jump on the bed, but some other cats don't.
Sure.
And when they go in the window, of course, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I get it. So your mom, so lately, it's like the last few days, say from last week. Now let me ask you this: the car that's in the driveway, is that your car or your mom's car?
Mom's.
All right. And do you have a license to drive? You didn't pay the payments or pay tickets or something?
No, it's because my mom, her eyesight goes sometimes and she gets dizzy.
Right.
And she falls.
Right.
And talk about picking her up. And she getting on me about my weight. And
sure.
You weigh just as much as I do.
Yeah. As you get older, we put on weight. It's just part of life.
Because I used to ride bikes all the time to go to, because we didn't have a car, and I'm like, I used to drive a bike to go to Winn-Dixie and save a lot.
Well, now you got the 2 stores right close to you. The Dollar General and the Dollar Store there.
Yeah, well, Dollar General.
Plus you got the gas station down there.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, then you got the gas station at the corner.
Yeah, the food there's too much.
You got something kind of close you can walk to if you need to. So the car belongs to your mom. It's registered only her? Mm-hmm. Okay, but
she tells me to drive.
I was just, I can imagine you have to drive because you have to start chasing her
She gets dizzy and I'm like, and especially chicken. Go up there and get chicken.
Okay.
Go over there and get that.
Yeah, that is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. So you, so like last week, is she working anywhere right now?
No, she kind of looking, but she's been complaining about her foot for like 2-3 months.
So did she do something to her foot, or it's just really sore and you don't know why?
I don't know. She it happened when I had we went to her dentist appointment, and she came out from the dentist and was limping. She don't know what she did with her foot.
Okay, maybe she just twisted it and just never got better.
No, it's like it's
kind of weird.
She said it, and then she complains about the chickens digging holes, and the holes ain't that deep.
Right.
It's
but she stepped in it?
Yeah.
Like the hole and twist her foot or something?
I don't know. She complains about that every once in a while. And since there ain't no really grass in the backyard, she digs, and the dog digs her little holes because they're playing.
Sure. Now when so she's home all day, you're home all day, so you guys are always around the house. You go out for a little bit doing your things, and she might see her friends once in a while. That's cool. But you're mainly together at the house for most of the time. Did you say that's true?
She go. I watch TV in my room.
Okay.
Because we watch different things. Sometimes the same thing.
Yeah.
But I close my door and she closes her door.
But you're in the same house. You're just doing different things. Okay. So when you go out and visit friends, you always tell your mom, "Hey, I'm going out. I'll be back," kind of thing, or what do you do?
I'm just saying when take the dogs for a walk, because normally I walk sometimes when it was hot this year, and I'm like, if they don't go about 6-7:30, I just let them out in the backyard. Normally later at night I walk the dogs down the street and up the hill. I can't even make it up the hill anymore.
Right. So today is I guess Tuesday. So if we go back to last week, say Friday of last week, because it's the weekends now, it's coming. What were you guys doing on Friday? Did anything ever happen on Friday? Did you guys go anywhere, do anything?
We basically do the same things. I'd be in there, watching TV or.
Okay. You guys didn't go anywhere in particular?
No, she'd be in the living room watching
Okay.
TV.
So on Friday, would you say you guys left the house at all to go different places, or you both were in the house for the whole day?
I don't remember. Friday, I might have went to the store to get the bread.
And that would have been what store do you think you might have went to?
Went Dixie.
The one at the interstate? And you would drive your mom's car to get out there because it's a long walk. Okay. And that's about the only thing you can say you did? Were you guys fighting at all that day? Did you guys have any disagreements?
No.
Anybody get mad at each other for any reason?
All she was doing was complaining about her foot.
Okay.
She goes in there, takes a shower.
Sure.
Goes in the backyard, rakes up the leaves, which I said, just leave the leaves down, it keeps the dirt down.
Sure. Okay, so now you're at Saturday. So now it's the weekend. What are you guys doing on Saturday?
Watching TV.
Okay, the whole day, didn't go anywhere, didn't do anything?
No. Well, I went down the street, matter of fact, the guy that got me into the car show was supposed to pick me up, but he didn't pick me up, so I just went on Sunday.
So who was this person who was supposed to pick you up?
No, I seen him at the, I was admiring this guy's car. He said, there's a car show down. I'm like, where? And I forgot that side road because I missed it last year. It's on, I forgot the name of that road.
In your area?
Yeah,
So if you leave your house, do you go to the left or to the right? Because you got Cami Street's the real long street when you come in.
Cami, it's off, turn on Cami to Port. It's just before the interstate. It's the last cross street before the interstate.
The interstate? You
Yeah.
mean leaving your development? Okay. So after you went home, did you go anywhere else that day, Saturday?
No.
Home the whole rest of the day? I mean, if you would walk the dogs outside up and down the street, did you take the car and go anywhere?
No.
Did your mom take the car and go anywhere? She need to go shopping for something or anything? Anybody come over and visit you that day?
No.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to Sunday now. That's the church day. Were you all home then?
Well, yeah, we both home now. That's when I was supposed to go the last day.
To this car show. And did you get there? How'd you get there?
I walked halfway and then somebody picked me up.
Somebody you don't know? So where was the car show at?
It's the second to last road on the right before you hit to the interstate.
So you're going down the 2-lane road where it goes out and splits up where they did all the construction? It's the second road. Is that Lockhart?
Yeah.
So you turn right on Lockhart and go down that road? How far down you got to go?
I don't remember.
Is it way down there? Was it somebody's house?
No, it's a big field.
Oh, so you guys just met at the field? Okay.
So no, he picked me up halfway there.
He did or somebody else?
Yeah, he did. Not the guy with the car. And he said they're having a car show Saturday.
Okay. Who was it that picked you up that time then? On Sunday?
I don't know. And it's like I recognize him because I seen him up at Winn Dixie and Speedway a couple of times.
Okay. So he picked you up and drove you there. And what time do you think you went there on Sunday?
I started walking at, I'm gonna say 8:39.
In the morning? And what time do you think you got home? After it was all done?
Late.
What's late for you?
Well, it was dark.
Gets dark at 6 o'clock.
Well, yeah, it's dark because I couldn't get in touch with the person that drove me. I walked around and
Did you walk all the way home or did you get a ride home?
walked all the way home.
Walked all the way home. Was it dark when you started to walk home or was it light?
Dark.
Okay, so it probably took you at least an hour or more to walk home, I would think.
Yeah, because I don't have watching my phone.
Okay. So you can't tell me what time you got home that night? If you could give me an estimate, like what you think might have been the right time?
Because the show I was watching was on replay, so I want to say about 11:30.
Okay.
So
you got home, it was late, that's late, I agree. So what did you eat all day? Like, you were gone the whole day. Did you get food?
I don't eat much. I just drink a shit. Yeah, that's why my mom gets on me. I said, she eats more than I do.
So the whole day from 8 in the morning till 11 at night, you didn't eat any food?
I just drink a lot of water and coffee.
So does that car show last that whole entire time?
No.
Or what time did it?
I don't know. I left because, like I said, I didn't have a watch or my phone with me.
And you didn't take your mom's car down there?
No.
Because if you did, we're going to know because we got tag readers all over the place. And I don't care if you drove because I'm not the ticket police. I don't care if you did or didn't. But it just seems kind of odd to me that you went the whole entire day without any food. I would have a heart attack.
No, like I said, I don't eat much.
Okay.
And like I said, my mom gets me because of that.
Okay.
I drank a lot of coffee and I'm like...
And you had your phone with you the whole time?
No.
You didn't have your phone?
No.
Where was your phone?
At home.
How come?
Because, like I said, the phone barely worked.
Okay.
When you see me sitting there,
I saw you messing with it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like... And then when the phone rang, I'm like... I was trying to close the back door.
Okay.
And they said, your phone's ringing. I'm like, is that my phone?
So when you got home, was your mom, she wanted to know where you were? Was she up?
No, the TV was on and her door was closed. That's where it normally is.
Okay.
Because if she ain't sitting in the chair watching TV,
okay,
she's in her room.
All right. Nothing unusual going on. Your mom was just sitting there watching TV. No big deal.
No, it's like I don't bother her. And I'm like,
okay. Did you say anything to her, like good night, mom, anything like that?
When I don't see her in the living room watching TV,
okay,
and her door's closed, I don't bother her.
Okay, and that was Sunday, right? Because we did Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday you were gonna go, but
Sunday.
you didn't get to it. So Sunday you went to this car show.
Mm-hmm.
Did your mom go to church on Sunday?
No.
Okay, so now you wake up Monday. Did you see your mom on Monday?
I don't bother her because when she takes her medication,
okay,
I'm like, she's out. Then she bitches and yells at me. I slept all that long. I'm like,
yeah, but you're home all the time, and the way you were talking to me, it seemed like even though you're doing your own thing, you still know each other's in the house because she's watching her show, you're watching your show,
mm-hmm.
You're up doing whatever. You got to go out to the living room to get food. If you go to the bathroom and she's out in the living room, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah, but
does she have a TV in her room?
No.
Okay. So when you got up Monday, what time do you think that might have been? And then I know you might not remember exactly, but if you had to take a guess.
I got up about let the cats, the dogs out and the chicken.
Okay.
Normally I let them out about 7:30.
So about 7:30 you got up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then when you got up, your mom was not out of her room.
Mm-hmm.
The door was shut like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Was any lights on her room that you could tell from being from the night before?
Nah.
Okay. And you didn't bother because it was in the morning and she sleeps.
And like I said, she takes her medication.
Okay. So now Monday, during the day, what are you doing during the daytime?
Watching TV.
In your room or out in the living room?
In my room.
Do you have your door open or closed?
Just going back and forth.
In and out? Okay.
Yeah.
So all day Monday, did you see your mom at all?
Nope.
You didn't see her? You didn't ask for her? You didn't say, Mom, you okay? Anything like
well,
that?
yeah, I opened up her door. It was about 3:30.
Okay, so you opened her door at 3:30 and what did you see?
I'm going to say I didn't see her in there. I looked in the bathroom, didn't see her in her bathroom.
Okay.
And I called her, and it went straight to voicemail.
Okay. And so, was her car still in the driveway?
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal for her not to be around, and then you see her car in the driveway?
I thought she would call her friend to take her to the doctor.
Okay. Was she supposed to go to the doctor's?
Well, she been talking about it going because it's like I said, her foot problem been going on 2 months.
Did she make a plan to go to the hospital that day, or you were just assuming maybe she would go to the doctor?
She was talking about it.
Okay, so you're just assuming maybe she would.
I know she wouldn't go to that hospital down the street. I don't know what the hell that name of the church. Because I figured she would go to Tampa General because she got in a fight with the people up there.
Now, who's her friend that would come and get her?
That's the other person.
It's Kathy?
Yeah.
And what's Kathy's last name?
Nye Black.
Huh?
That's Nye Black. Nye Black or something.
Nye Black?
That's who I was gonna call. Wait for my phone to charge up.
Where does Kathy live?
Tampa.
Okay. And do they live where you used to live, or like in that area?
No, that's they heard my mom do church studies over the phone.
Okay, but they've been friends for a long time?
Yeah.
So your mom's phone might have her number in it.
Yeah, that's who, well, one of y'all tried to call her.
Okay. What do you mean we tried to call her? When?
Standing out in front of my door.
They tried to call the phone from outside your house?
Yeah, her phone.
Your mom's phone?
Yeah, because I found my mom's phone because I kept hearing it going off. But I know that's phone she just plays games with.
Well, where'd you find the phone at?
It was in her bedroom on a TV stand.
And you heard it going off? That's how you knew it was there?
It's like, well, I had to look for it.
Okay, so Sunday, or excuse me, Monday, you got up, you didn't see her, you checked on her, you didn't see her where she was. Did you try calling her on the phone then? You said it went right to voicemail, right?
Yeah.
It didn't ring or do anything?
Right, it went, yeah, this one.
Okay.
Ring and...
And you didn't know that... I'm sorry, it just...
Yeah, it rang like once and it says, you have reached this number of...
Okay, leave a message kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you didn't know where her phone was at the time, right? You were just calling her because you didn't know where you thought she had her phone with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it went to voicemail.
How many times do you think you called her and then it went to voicemail?
Twice.
Twice, okay. And so that was Monday. And then did you have the number to her friend? Did you call her Monday to see if she was there? Did you call Kathy at all?
No, and I'm like, I couldn't find her phone.
But you just looked at it on your phone.
Yeah, it's like it was in her bed. I heard it going on.
What I'm saying is you just looked at her number on your phone.
No.
That was your mom's phone?
Mom's phone.
Okay. Which one's your mom's? What color is that?
It got a green case on it.
Your mom's is the green phone. Yours is the other phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. So Monday you didn't see her during the day. At any point did you start getting worried about where she was?
No, when she takes her medication, she sleeps, and I don't bother her.
Okay, but you didn't see her all day. You looked at 3:30 and she wasn't in her room. You assumed she might have went with her friend Kathy. They might have went to the doctor's. Okay, but your mom never came home again. So like throughout the day, you were home the whole day, right? You didn't go anywhere after that. You didn't take the car or nothing, right? Because the car was there.
I might have went to the dog park.
At the back of your development there? You may have or you did?
I think I did.
Okay.
No, that was Monday.
That's Monday. This is what we're talking about. That's Monday.
Yeah,
we're talking Monday.
Yeah,
was it during the daytime or later in the day?
I'm gonna say about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay. So was this? Did you take the dogs to the park before you found your mom not in her room, or after you found your mom not in her room?
Before.
Okay. So you took the. So as far as you knew, your mom was still home. You took the dogs to the park. You came back. Then you checked, and she wasn't there.
No, she wasn't home. She wasn't home because I said, no, we take the dogs to the dog park because they haven't been to the park in a while.
So you came back. She still wasn't home. So at what point during the night do you get worried? Because if she's not home, you would know, you would hear her coming in sometime during the nighttime.
That's because, well, we keep the back door open to let the dogs and...
But you still hear, you would still know she's home.
Yeah, because she...
You'd hear a car come up because she needed to get a ride.
Yeah, the car stay. That's why I was saying, I'm like, why's the car back then?
Did you back the car in?
No, it's like, we always point it and facing in.
So the way the car is now, when did the car become backed in?
I would say... Sunday.
Sunday?
No, Saturday.
Okay. So Saturday you were gonna go to the car show and you didn't. And you came home and the car was not backed in at that point, was it?
Yeah.
Because you walked down to the store in the morning.
Yeah. In the morning.
And when you came back, was the car back?
No.
The car was faced the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And then Saturday you said you didn't leave the house after that. You were home for the whole day after that.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd the car get turned around while you guys were home together?
I don't know. Like I said, I've been there playing my games and watching TV.
Okay.
Fell asleep a couple of times because I had to rewind the movie.
But you did not back that car backwards?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, when I drove it to go to the store, take the dogs to the park, I backed it in the way she wanted it. Because I thought she did it.
Okay. And then, but still, you don't see her come home Monday. It's Monday night. You just go to sleep not knowing where your mom's at?
No.
Okay.
And like I figured,
but that's not normal for your mom, correct?
No, because that's why I said I thought Kathy might have came by and.
Well, I mean, I understand that she came by and might have done something, but she would always come home. She wouldn't be gone for days at a time, right?
No,
she would be gone and come home.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't come home Monday night, but you're not upset or worried about it?
No, because I figured she was with her friend Kathy.
Okay, so then.
Because like I said, she'd been complaining about her foot.
Okay.
And she says, I thought since I was asleep, I'm like, hey.
Okay, so then you wake up Tuesday, which is today. So when you woke up today, what happened today?
I started looking and I was looking for a phone because I couldn't find her phone. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I called it and it went straight to voicemail. Okay. And I said, I guess she went to the hospital or something and they.
Okay.
Like now, you turned it off.
So what'd you do for the day?
Watch TV.
The whole day?
Play games. Well, okay. Yeah, like I said, I was having problems with charger and I tried to play it and it kept freezing up.
Did you leave the house at all to go anywhere?
Nope.
Didn't take your car to go down to the store to get anything? You didn't pick up something, nothing like that?
Nope.
Okay, did you call anybody today to find out where your mom might be? Besides calling her phone?
Nope.
How many times did you call her phone today?
None, because I just figured it would go straight to voicemail.
Okay. And then you didn't call any of her friends? You didn't call anybody and say, hey, where's my mom?
Yeah, because, like I said, I couldn't find her phone. The only other phone that she had is that one that she plays games on.
Okay. When we came to your house tonight and we first made contact with you, you told us that you were really worried about her because you hadn't seen her and that you were going to call us. How come you didn't call us before?
No, I was going to call that lady Kathy.
No, you said you were going to call us because we said, why didn't you call the police? And you said, well, I was going to because I haven't seen my mom. So how come you didn't call before now? Like,
I didn't say that. I said I was trying to find my mom's phone, and I found that one in the ladies' room because I thought I had her number still on my phone.
Okay.
I was gonna try to call her, but it took for a long time to.
Okay, so you tried to call your mom's phone, but it went straight to voicemail. It never rang in the house, so you figured it was turned off. That's what you told me, right?
No, I said I could. Yeah, I figured it was turned off.
Nobody rang her phone, and you hear it ring. You didn't hear any of that, right?
No.
But then you said tonight when we were standing at the door, the phone was making noise because you went and got it.
Yeah, her phone was been going off, making beeping sounds.
But if it wasn't working before, why was it working now?
When he noticed the phone voicemail excuse wasn't working, he switched his story, claiming his mum has 2 phones and that he doesn't know the whereabouts of the specific phone she uses for calls.
Okay, does she have more than one phone?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the other phone?
I don't know.
So the green phone that we have here is her phone that she plays with. Mm-hmm. She doesn't use it to make any phone calls. It has no service on it. So what you're telling me is the phone we have is the one she only plays games on. She doesn't do anything else with. She has another phone with the phone number that you told us she has. That's her number she uses for phone. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. But you don't know where that's at.
But no, because I think she can't make that call on that phone, but like how they does it, because it doesn't have service anymore, but okay. I guess it's through Facebook or whatever you call it.
Okay. The dilemma I have, I came in and said we need to talk about the truth and say what's really going on because we're trying to help and figure out what's going on, figure out what happened to your mom. Okay, we are not lying to you. We discovered her, or somebody found her today, and she passed away. Okay, and we now have the task of finding out what happened. And as investigators, we keep a pretty open mind. We don't just go accusing people right off the bat saying this and that and everything else. We have to figure out through talking to family members, talking to friends, doing forensics, looking for cameras, because there's cameras everywhere now. Everywhere you go. You might not see them, but they're out there. We have traffic cameras. The traffic light has cameras. We have cameras set up in different places to see cars coming in or out. All these businesses have cameras. Your neighbors have cameras. Everybody's got a damn camera these days.
The detective emphasized the presence of cameras to let him know they already knew what happened. He just wanted Resca to be truthful. The detective brought up his past accusations, but assured him that he wasn't accusing him now, he just wanted an honest answer.
Most of the time when I'm talking to family members and the family members are involved in some way or another, which, you know, it happens from time to time. We don't, I'm not saying you, I'm just saying in general, we start with the family because the family seems to know the victim or the person that got hurt the most. And we get the most information from them, even though you think, well, I don't know anything. Well, just all the things you tell me help me, because she has a friend named Kathy. So now we can go to Kathy and say, Kathy, have you talked to her? Have you talked to Dabanee in a while? Like, when's the last time you talked to her? And maybe she knows something about where your mom was or was going to. And she can give us a little bit of information, and we can go to the next person all the way down the line. But because you're family, you're the first one we want to talk to. So based on that, we start with you, we start talking to you. And then we get information from you. That's why I want to know certain things, like where you were, what you were doing, so that I can go out and I can find and prove and show that you were places that you said you were. Because that way I can be okay with everything. Because like you said, you've been falsely accused of stuff in the past. I'm not here to falsely accuse you. I'm not even here to accuse you. I just want to know what the truth is. And so long as everything you tell me matches up with what I know and what I can prove, we're good. Because then I can say, well, listen, he came in, he was coolly honest with us, he helped us out with everything we needed, and we're great. But if there's some things you leave out, things you change, things you don't tell me, and then I find them out, it kind of throws shade on things a little bit. You told me that the vehicle's never backed in, and you didn't back the vehicle in. Okay? However, the people across the street from you have 2 cameras. They have one on the corner of the house and a ring camera. Okay? And it's you that backs the truck in. They see the vehicle backing in and you get out.
The detective confronted him about the car, pointing out that he did back it in, which contradicted his earlier lie.
Okay, so you did back the car in. You just didn't
that last time, because I just backed it in the way I seen it.
Okay, and then when was that?
It was either Saturday or Sunday.
Okay. Also, there's another camera that caught your car out by the Family Dollar, coming and going from that area. And that was, I believe it was last night or early in the morning, like 3 or 4 in the morning. So what was that about? Did you take a ride for something? No. Well, it's your car. We got the tag number off of it.
No.
And you got the keys to the car.
So
nobody gonna get the keys.
We hang them up on the cabinet door.
Okay, well you got 3 dogs and 20 cats. If somebody comes in your house, you're gonna know it, because those dogs are gonna bark. Because we weren't even in the backyard and they're barking. So there's nobody's gonna come in your house and take the keys. So that ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so the garage door was open last night.
Listen, I have dogs too. I know how it works. Dogs who know you, they may be all right. But people coming in your house that they don't know, they're gonna flip out. And you have too many animals, they're gonna make noise.
Cats don't make noise.
Cats don't, but the dogs are gonna make a lot of noise.
And they're normally in my room with me.
Maybe so, but your dogs have super good hearing, and they're gonna hear it and they're gonna bark. So nobody came in your house. I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't gonna happen. But your car was seen on the camera. Now I might be off on my day, but as far as the time, 2 or 3 in the morning, that's on camera. I can get a picture of that, and I can't show you now, but when I get it, I can show it to you. We actually have your car going in and out of that area at that time. So all I'm trying to do is figure out if you went somewhere. I don't care. It's just I have to explain this to my bosses about why I see your car in a certain spot, and then you're telling me something different. Because your mom's not home, you're there, and I know you drive the car, and I don't care about that because I understand. You have to do what you have to do to get places. I'm not gonna. I would never harass you just because you don't have a driver's license.
I know all the stores are closed at that time.
Well, some of them are, but there's places you can go. But some people like to get up in the middle of the night and just take a drive because it's cooler outside than it is in your house because your house is sweating. You might have just put the windows down and took a little drive. I don't know what you're doing, but the car was leaving it and it came back. So nobody's gonna steal your car and take a ride and come back and put it right back where it was. Not only that, the cameras across the street, you forget, they see you coming in and out of your house, and they see you getting in the car. Your car was caught there, plus the cameras across the street see what's going on. Okay, so they see everything, if you get what I'm saying. See everything. Okay? So that's why we need to have a discussion about this stuff, because it saw everything. Not just you pulling in and out, other things. Okay? So I don't know what was actually going on with you or what's going on in your house. I'm not questioning anything, but when cameras see certain things, the cameras don't lie. It sees things, and then it's up to you to explain it to me. Now, some things I don't know because I wasn't at your house. You seem like a really nice person. I'm sitting here talking to you. I mean, we could go out and have a beer sometime. You seem really nice. I don't see any problems with you at all. But sometimes things happen that we don't necessarily want to happen. Sometimes things go on that other people may just not understand, but there's an explanation for everything. The last thing I would ever want to happen is for somebody to sit there and judge me like you've been judged in the past and not be able to tell my side and be truthful about it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because if somebody's going to sit there and judge me, I want you to judge me for something that I can explain. I don't want you to judge me just based on what you think about me. Like, I've never met you before. I don't know your family. You must be a good family because I've never had dealings with you guys, ever. So I don't hold animosity for anybody. However, this is your mom we're talking about here. And something very bad went wrong, and we're just trying to figure out what it is. Now, like I said, those cameras across the street from your house catches everything that happened. Okay? Well, you obviously can't see in your house, but every time you step out that door, that camera caught you coming in and you going out. Okay? And it caught other things besides you just walking to the car and getting in there and just taking a drive. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I need you to talk to me about. Explain this to me. What happened?
I have no idea.
Are you hearing what I'm saying about the camera caught everything? Mm-hmm. Okay, your mom got in that car, but it wasn't on her own. She didn't just walk and get in her car. She got put into the car. It caught that at your house. You believe it or not, that camera faces right to your house. It faces your front door. It saw what happened. And you need to be honest with me for anything for your mom. You gotta be straight with me. I don't think whatever happened was something mean or purposeful. Everybody makes a mistake. Something's always happened to cause something else to happen. I don't think for one moment you're this monster guy that goes out and does these crazy things. I don't think that at all. You and your mom are living together. You're close. You're closer probably than anybody else in your whole family. You have each other to take care of. But I know when I was living with my mom, it's not easy. When you get to a certain age, you have your way of being. My mom had her way of being. And we clashed. Because my mom liked it a certain way and I wanted it a different way. But I'm living in her house. So we fought all the time about stupid stuff. You know? And if there's other issues going on, or if there's something happens to set another person off, or if somebody had a bad day, something, whatever it is, some things get out of control and some things happen that we don't necessarily want to happen or that we even plan to happen. But once they do happen, we don't know what to do. We get scared, we get upset, we freak out because this is not what we wanted to do, but it happened. Okay? And that's what I'm trying to get at with you. All right? I don't think you're a bad person. I don't think you're this monster, because there's several kind of people in this world. There's people out there that go around and they purposely hurt people, purposely kill them for whatever reason, and they're just evil, evil people. And those people, those are the kind of people I want off the street. I want to put them away. But there's another set of people out there too, where things happen that they didn't want to happen. Things got out of control that they didn't necessarily want to get out of control. Things happened that they didn't want to happen, but they did because there's certain circumstances or dynamics that happened in the house that only they know. And the problem with that is, because it's only you and your mom, and you guys know what happened, nobody else knows. And now your mom's not here with us anymore. And there's a reason this happened, but I don't know it. And nobody around us knows it. Only you and your mom know it, and she can't talk about it. So as her son, who she loved dearly, it's getting up to you to be honest and give your mom some peace. Okay, so those cameras across the street saw more than it probably should have saw. And I'm not sitting here, and I don't need to look anywhere or anybody else. I'm looking right here with you. So I know you've been saying all the time, no, I didn't do anything, but something happened. And all I'm asking you to do is be straight with me and be honest.
Like I said, if anything happened, I don't remember because I was on my own playing games.
When do you remember something happening? Because the cameras across the street show her being put into the back of that car. Okay? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to be I'm trying, I don't want to have to beat this out of you, not beat literally, but I don't want to have to continually harass you over this for you to tell me what really happened. The cameras caught you leaving the house. They caught you putting your mom in the car, and then the car leaves, and then the car comes back, and then you go in the house, okay? And it's during the right time frame. We know more than you probably think we know.
If I did anything, I don't remember.
Okay, well, how would you not, at what point do you remember something? Because it's you getting in the car, and it's you putting your mom in the car. Like, you have to explain that. You can't say I forgot. It's just not gonna work. You can't say I forgot. You're scared about talking about it, and I get it. I understand your fear, okay? But right now is not the time to have this kind of fear. What we really need to do is just to be honest about everything. What did your mom do to you? I mean, you know, your mom might have done something to you to push you over the edge, because you're a pretty calm guy. But I can tell, I mean, if you're like me, you could get set off from time to time if somebody says something wrong or does something or gets you on a wrong time. What is it your mom did? Did she say something to you? Did she do something to you? Was she being mean to you? That got you upset about something? Like, what did she do to you?
The detective calmly tried to convince him to tell the truth about what happened, but he continued to deny it. However, after 30 minutes, he finally admitted that he shot her.
You're like this close to being honest with me. Don't blow it.
Because, like I said, I don't remember. I was, after that long walk, and I said, I had some of my mom's medication.
Okay.
And I was drinking a vodka.
Okay, but you're telling me things that let me know that you know what happened, because you're saying no the whole time. But as you're saying no, you're adding more and more and more to this. Okay? So we went from I don't know anything to my mom had a gun and was coming in and giving me a hard time about cleaning in the middle of the night when I'm trying to get some sleep, and I took medication and I don't feel good and it's aggravating me, to now, well, the 22 probably shot her, but yet you can't tell me anymore. Now that's not being truthful again. Okay? Listen, this is you. I get where you're coming from, but if you're telling me the 22 is what hit her, you had to know how it hit her, because you would know, because you're telling me that that's what it was. All right? So you have got to know that you did something, or that the gun went off, even if it was by accident or however it happened. If the gun went off somehow, you just got to tell me what happened so I understand. Again, you don't want me to assume that I know what happened, because what you just told me is this is how I can take it. You were in bed, your mom came in and gave me a hard time about something, you got pissed off at her, you had enough of her crap, you grabbed the gun out of there and you just blasted her because you were sick and tired of hearing her shit. You see how that could sound? Sounds pretty bad, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I don't think that happened. Is that what happened? Okay, so let me ask you a question. I saw your front door, I saw where your hallway is where you walk down, and your room faces the front of the street, right? Mm-hmm. So you gotta walk in your room. So say if we were to go out this door, pretend we're in your room, and that's your door. This is your front window that goes to the street. This is the side window that will look at the side of the house to your neighbor's house. Where's your bed at? Okay, so you have a front window. This is your door. If you were to go out your door and go this way, you'd go to the front door where we were. Can you picture that in your mind?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you walk in your room, you come in your house, you go down the hall, you come in this room right here. This is your bedroom, and this is the front window, and this faces the front of the street. Where is your bed in this room? What wall is your bed on?
Where the front window is up against that wall.
Okay, is the bed long ways out towards the door, or is it long ways this way?
Long ways toward the door.
So it's sticking out? Like if you were laying in bed, your feet would point at the door?
Yeah, but I mean it sideways on the bed because the dogs and everything sleep up there, and I don't have enough pillows to watch TV.
Do you think you can draw your room for me if I was to give you a piece of paper? Like you could draw how your furniture is? You think you could do it? All right, let me do this. I'm just gonna do the big house. This is your whole house, okay? This is your carport here in the driveway, okay? You feel me? This is where your car is right now. And this is your front door right here. And this is your back door, it goes out to your yard. And this is the main street. Are you with me? Okay, if you're coming, I don't want to draw all your rooms, but your room is like right here. Okay, is that about right?
Mm-hmm.
And the door's like right here?
No, it's kind of...
You do it.
That's a closet.
Where would your door be?
Right here.
To get into your room?
Mm-hmm.
But this is your living room, right?
Mm-hmm.
You walk down the hallway to get to your room, and there's the bathroom right here?
There's a bathroom right here.
Okay. Where's your mom's room?
Directly across from mine.
Okay, so that's your mom's bedroom in there?
And that's the other bathroom, and this is, I was supposed to say, the kitchen area.
Okay, so you have to go down the hallway, so your door doesn't face the front of the house where the living room is, does it? You have to go down the hallway to get to your room.
Yeah, you go down the hallway to get in the room.
You're going this way to the hallway. This is the front door, so you walk in and you go this way.
Door. This is the front door.
Yeah.
And I come in, get my water, which is the kitchen over here.
Okay, but in your room, where's your bed at? This is...
general bed.
Because this is the front window here. This is the main road.
This is my bed.
Okay. Is that how your bed sits, just like that?
Yeah, and I got a dresser.
Okay.
And TV stand and another little dresser here, and this is all a closet.
Okay, so where's the dresser where the gun was at?
Right here.
So you're laying in bed here, but the dresser's over here.
Yeah, that's the way I watch TV.
Okay, so your TV's over here too.
There's like a foot space. Yeah, too small.
That's okay.
A foot, because I don't lay lengthways.
Right.
I lay sideways across the bed.
Gotcha. Don't your feet go off the side?
Nah,
you're a tall guy.
I put them on the there's a little chair.
Oh, I got you. So your feet just go across there?
Yeah.
I got you.
Little feet across there, or I put them straight up on the dresser that's right here.
Okay, good.
Because I can't give comfort.
Okay, so do me a favor. So which drawer is your gun in?
It was in the first drawer, and now
do you have like first, second, third rows, or is it just, was it in the top drawer, the middle drawer, or the bottom drawer?
Top drawer.
The top drawer. You have 3 sets of drawers, or is it 2 sets? The long drawers.
4.
It's 4 across?
Yeah, I'm gonna go all that way.
And it's in the top drawer?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, or on the end? Which drawer would it be in?
Yeah. It should be in the top drawer.
Top drawer. Is that where that gun would be right now?
No, it's probably in the second drawer.
Okay, you put it back there?
Because this is where the top drawer is where I keep all my water flavors.
Okay. And that was under.
And I don't pay attention half the time. I just look in there, grab and feel around.
Gotcha. So, okay, so we're set with this. So do me a favor. Print your name right here so that I know that this is what you drew, not me. Because you know your room better than me. So if you just write your name there so I know. Okay, is that how you do your name?
Well, you said initial.
Oh, no, I meant your name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your full name.
Oh, you said full name.
I'm sorry. When I said if I said your initials, I'm sorry. I meant your name. So if you can just write your name underneath that, that's fine. I appreciate that. That kind of explains and helps me kind of picture what your room looks like. Because I'm not, I didn't see your room, so I'm kind of not sure what it is. All right, and if you put the date underneath there, so I know that this is the date. Today is 11/22/23. So if you gotta do November 22nd, 2023. All right, awesome.
Because it might have been an accident, because I noticed there was a hole in their door.
And whose door?
My mom's door.
Why would there be a hole in your mom's door?
Because I wasn't paying attention. I looked at it and I'm
Okay.
like,
Did you, so how the gun, explain to me how the gun came out and how it went off.
because like I said, that's where I keep my water flavors.
Okay.
And I keep food in the next door and
Okay.
cigarettes in the other door.
Okay.
And that's where I keep my water flavors, and I just was feeling around.
Right.
And I'm like,
Okay.
it might have went accidentally went off.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If it went off, how would it accidentally go off in that drawer? What would have happened to make it accidentally go off?
Because I was feeling around, I couldn't find the
So
right
you think you
flavor.
might have touched the gun and made the trigger go off?
Mhm.
Has that ever happened before in the house?
My dad did it.
Your dad did it once, a long time ago? You never did it, right? You were good at it. Okay, so if I go to your house and I go in and I look at that drawer and I look at your dresser and I find that gun in the dresser and you're telling me I'm gonna find a hole through the dresser.
No, it's, there's not a hole in the dresser, 'cause I was taking stuff out to, put on the stop,
Okay.
and I was spraying for roaches, because
Okay.
you got a bad roach problem.
Gotcha. So, where did it hit your mom at?
I don't know.
What happened after it hit your mom?
I don't know, I just went back to, I didn't even know it hit her.
When did you find out that it hit her?
Monday in the evening,
Okay, and where was she when you saw her?
in her bedroom floor.
On her bedroom floor?
Well, yeah, right behind her door.
Okay. If the gun went off, how many times did it go off?
I don't know.
Did it go off 1 time, 2 times, 10 times?
I don't know.
You're not sure?
No.
Okay. So what happened to your mom after you found her? Was she talking? Was she breathing? Was
Yeah, I thought she was on the phone.
on the floor?
On the phone.
Yeah, but she told me she was on the floor though.
Yeah, you know,
So if she's on the floor, why would she be
no,
why would she be
after
on
the
the
gun
phone?
went, no, it's
Oh,
after the gun went off, I heard her talking,
You heard her talking,
and I just went back to
doing what you were doing?
yeah, watching TV and
Okay. So
fixing.
so Sunday night, so now you're telling me Sunday night this would have happened in the evening. Monday is when you found her in her room on her floor.
Mhm.
And what was she doing then?
Laying there.
Okay, she wasn't breathing?
No.
Okay, what was she wearing?
I think her house coat.
What color is that?
She had 2 or 3 of them.
But she was wearing it, you're telling me, right? She was wearing a night coat, or what is it, what do you mean a night coat? Kind of explain it to me.
Like a bathrobe.
Like a bathrobe? What color was that?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think it might have been pink.
Okay. So after you seen this and you saw her that way, was she wearing anything else except the bathrobe?
I don't think so, because she just got out of the shower.
Okay. And how do you know she got out of the shower?
Because I heard her. Because there's only one shower in the house.
So are you telling me you heard her in the shower just before you went in her room and found her on the floor?
No, prior to that.
How far prior to that? Like when?
No, because like I said, she was watching TV and she said she's going to take a shower.
Okay, and when was that? Was that Saturday or Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
Was that after you came home from the car show?
Mm-hmm.
So you came home, she was in the living room, she was watching TV, she says, I'm gonna go take a shower. She goes and takes a shower because you heard her. Did the gun go off after she got out of the shower?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So she was wearing that pink, whatever it was, when she got shot?
I think so.
Okay. And then, but you didn't check on her then?
No.
You just checked on her, you saw her Monday. Is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she wasn't breathing at that time?
No.
She was only wearing a bathrobe. Did she have any clothes else on? Did she have underwear on at all? Or was she completely naked?
I think she had a bra on.
Okay. So what did you do then?
I'm like, I just started drinking, and I'm like, 'cause like I said, that long walk hurt my back.
Gotcha.
And like I said, I took some of her medication.
Okay. So what'd you do with her after that?
I don't remember, I was drinking all
Nah,
day.
come on, man.
I've been
You can't do
drinking,
that.
and I'm like,
I get it. I know you were drinking. I know you were intoxicated. I get it. But you can't not remember. I know you know, because there's no way you could have done what you did without knowing what you did. If you're that intoxicated, you would never be able to do what you did. Okay? It wouldn't have never happened. You wouldn't have been able to do it. You have to have some thought to it in order to do this. Okay? So what happened? What did you do? Be straight with me. Don't tell me I don't know. Please, don't do that to me.
like I said, yeah, when I was drinking, I'm like, because my back been killing me, I took some of her medication.
Okay.
And when I take her medication, I'm black out sometimes.
I get it. I totally get it. But you're not going to black out and not know where you go and what you do. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you black out, you're going to black out in your room and you're going to wake up in your room. Some people have episodes where You know, they may have a split in time, but I'm telling you, I'll be straight up with you now, okay? I'll be honest with you. Everybody I ever interview, everybody, and I'm telling you, everybody, when they have to tell me something that they don't want to tell me because they're afraid to tell me, or they're scared, or they're embarrassed, or they're ashamed, that's the first thing they tell me. I blacked out. They remember everything until that, and then I blacked out. When do you remember anything? Oh, I was back home. I was back home watching TV again. Not, I'm just making that part up. But they always say they black out when they don't want to talk about something. So I know, no, you didn't black out.
I don't drink that
listen,
much.
I get it, you don't drink that much, but if you black out on your alcohol, you're not going anywhere. You're gonna pass out in your bedroom, you're gonna wake up in the bedroom, and that's gonna be the end of it. You did specific things. You're got the cameras across the street. It sees everything. If you blacked out, there is no way you could have done what you did if you was blacked out. Okay? So don't make this worse by not being honest about it. I'm not saying you may have forgotten a little bit of details. I'm gonna give that to you, and I get it. There's things you may not totally remember, but there's things you're just not gonna forget. But I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. You know what happened and where you went with her. That's what I want you to be honest with me about. That's gonna show what kind of man you are. Okay? You're scared now because something happened, you don't know what to do. You're afraid. Okay? You don't know what to do, and you're not thinking rationally at this point because you're so upset about what happened. But you did certain things. And I know that's not what you normally would do, but you didn't know this was gonna happen either. So now you don't know what to do. Okay, so I know what happened and I know where you went. But you need to tell me because I know you know. And I know you're afraid to tell me because it probably is not something you're proud of doing. But I'm gonna give it the fact that I don't think you understood. I don't think you were thinking clear when you did it. Okay? Because I know you're not that guy. So I know you never purposely do what you did and take her where you took her. But because you're panicking and you don't know what to do, your mind doesn't think straight and it just kind of does things that you normally wouldn't do. So I get it. But you gotta tell me because it's gonna show you're honest with me. If you hold back now, it's just gonna say, this is the guy I don't need to be on the street no more because he can't even be honest about it. You get it? So what happened? You saw her there, now you gotta do something about this. You didn't call 911, right? Because you're scared.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing you can do at that point.
Because I was, like I said, I was drinking and I didn't know what to do.
I got it.
Because my phone don't work and I'm like...
Sure. I understand. So
it's like...
Okay. Well...
I was just scared because it was...
Exactly. You're scared.
Because it was an accident and I didn't want to...
Sure. I totally get... See, that's what I'm saying. I know this is an accident. So because you're scared and you don't know what to do, what did you end up doing? And I know that's not what you wanted to do, but what ended up happening? Where'd you go, or what'd you do? How'd you move your mom from where she was? What did you do?
I think it was on a tarp.
A tarp? What kind of tarp are you talking about?
Blue one.
Okay. And where's that at?
In the backyard, because we were washing it and to put back on top of the chicken cages.
Okay. So you took a blue tarp that's in the backyard. Is it in the backyard right now?
Yeah.
We're at the backyard.
And probably in the middle part.
Like, if I'm looking out your back door, it's just in the middle of the yard, laid out on the ground? Mm-hmm. Or is it rolled up somewhere?
Yeah, it's just laying out there.
Is it?
Because I was trying to put it in the shower.
To wash it off afterwards?
Because we leave a bucket in there because we got a leak and we leave a bucket in the shower to...
Okay, so you went and got this blue tarp from the backyard and you used that to do what?
No, and put it under her.
You put it under her? Okay. And then what did you do after you did that? What happened?
I think I might have put her in the sewer.
In the sewer? Well, how did you get to the sewer? How did you get to the sewer? Where it was at? Like, how did you get there?
That I don't remember because I was drinking.
Listen, you were drinking about 5 minutes ago and you didn't tell me any of this, and then you just told me this. So, if you remember that you put a tarp under her and you remember the tarp was in the backyard, then I'm sure you remember what you did when you picked her body up. Where'd you put it?
It might have been in the sewer.
No, what did you walk there with her on your back?
No.
Where'd you put her?
In the car.
Okay. That's all. That's not so hard, dude. You're leaving out you're leaving out details that don't even matter at this point. I just want to know that you're telling me the truth. That's all. It's okay.
I say it was just an accident.
Listen, I get it, and I believe it. But you put her in the back of the car. Okay, so where in the back of the car did you put her?
In a tailgate area.
So you had to lift the back part up to put her in?
Mm-hmm.
How did you put her in there? Like, how was she facing inside there? How did you do it?
Head first.
Head first? So her head was up by where you're sitting?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why that seat is down?
It's always been down.
Okay, so the seat's always been down?
Yeah.
And you just put her right like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's been down for, I want to say, about a month, because we had just bought a lawnmower in Tampa.
All right, so then you put her in the car, and then you drive her over to, you said the sewer? Where's the sewer at?
I guess by Dollar Tree or Family Dollar.
Is that across the road from where you live, like on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got the Dollar General store next to you?
Dollar General.
Is there a road or a dirt road or something that goes down there? Is that where it was?
Yeah, little dead-end road that
Okay.
turns into the Dollar General.
And when did you do that?
Probably Monday morning.
What time do you think? Was it late in the nighttime?
Yeah, it was late.
Okay.
But I don't...
It was dark time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you drove across there, and then how'd you get her in the sewer?
Well, it was open.
What was open?
The sewer. The top of it was open.
The round part?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean it was open? Where was it? That doesn't usually that's never open. Did you open it? Did you pull it off to make it so you can stick her in there?
No, it was already off.
And where was it sitting at?
On to the side.
It was not on the hole was open.
Yeah.
So you just put her through the hole?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay, man. I understand.
Like I said,
At this point, you're not thinking straight. You're just scared.
It was accident.
I get it. Okay, so let's go back a minute. You said it was an accident, but the way you're telling me the shot. Okay, let me stop. Oh. So when you put her in the sewer, what happened to the blanket? That tarp that you used, you said. Did you take that tarp with you back to the house?
Yes, because it was in the shower.
And you took it into your shower, her shower?
No, there's only one shower in the house.
Okay, so wherever that shower is, you took her into the shower, you took the tarp into the shower and was
out of
washing
the shower. I took it out of the shower.
To use? Like it was in the shower to begin with?
Yeah, it was dirty.
Okay.
Because
so the tarp wasn't in the backyard, it was in the shower the whole time.
Yes.
You used that tarp that was in the shower to wrap your mom, to take her over, and you put her in the sewer. Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so when you got done, you took the tarp with you, you went back to your house. What did you do with the tarp when you got back to your house?
Put it in the backyard.
You didn't clean it or nothing, just do it in the backyard?
Yeah, I was trying to clean because that's what because there's no water pressure in the shower.
Okay.
And there's a constant leak in there, so.
Okay. So did you try and clean the tarp off?
No.
Did you just put it in the backyard and put it down
I
on the
tried to
ground?
clean off because
Where did you do that at? Where'd you try it?
in the backyard because it goes to the chicken cage.
Did you have a hose or something you were using?
Yeah.
Okay. So is there more than one tarp in the backyard, or is it just that one?
That one and there was a pool back there.
Okay. But the tarp we're talking about, is it the only one I'm going to find back there, or like two or three of them?
One.
Just one. Is it spread out on the ground like you're going to walk on it, or is it crumbled up and just thrown on the ground?
It's folded up.
Folded up. Was it folded neatly, or is it just kind of crumbled up?
It's always folded up. This go. We had it on the fence because we took it off because there was too many leaves getting on it from the
Right.
And that's where the chickens go. And since the chicken don't go back inside, he sleeps in my room.
Gotcha.
And I'll put it in the bathroom to clean off to put it on top because
Gotcha.
she been pooping too much.
Okay, so I got you there. All right. So I'm gonna go back a little bit to where the shooting actually happened. It doesn't make a lot of sense the way you're telling me it happened. Now we're gonna go out to the house, and we're gonna go into the house, and we're gonna see everything that we need to see, and we're gonna know how it happened, because there's gonna be gunshots, there's gonna be holes in walls, there's gonna be things we're gonna find out. So I don't want to go out there and find something that we didn't already talk about. I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, like I told you, like I said, when I woke up after that,
Right.
that
Okay.
Tuesday, yeah.
So
Yeah, two. Well, it was next day because I got 2 clocks in my room there. Messed up. It's called atomic clock, and apparently it changed times, and I can't see that at night. The cats had knocked the. I got a little digital clock sitting next to my bed, and that's where the cats go in and out the window, and they knocked it down.
Okay.
And I said I'll just reset it in the morning.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Be honest with me. Promise? Promise. Okay. When your mom was arguing with you and arguing, because this is what I'm seeing. Your mom's arguing with you, fighting over this gun, to wash the gun, clean the gun, do it all this. You're just trying to sleep. You walked all day. You were out at the car show all day. You didn't eat all day. You came home. I can tell you probably be agitated as all get out because your mom's bugging you now and it's in the middle of the night. Okay? I can see you grabbing the gun and maybe not intending to shoot, but you're holding the gun and pointing it at her. It's not going to go off by accident. And you know how I know? Look, listen. I know how I know because I saw your mom's body. And I saw how the gunshots were. And if your mom is standing up and you're grabbing that gun out of that drawer, it's not going to hit her that way. It's not going to cause the injury that I saw. The only way it's going to happen is if you're holding the gun and pointing it. Again, you might have been pointing at her, and because of the state you were in, maybe you were aggravated and you accidentally pulled the trigger, or maybe you weren't thinking and she just made you so mad you pulled the trigger. I don't know, but she was not, you did not shoot from the drawer. It didn't happen that way. I don't have to see your house to know this. Okay, your mom's not a super tall girl, but she's not short either. And that drawer you're talking about is going to be waist or lower. Okay, even still, where she was shot, it would not have hit her in that area if it was shot from the side of the drawer. And I got a feeling when I go out to your house, I'm not going to see a hole in the dresser.
No, you're going to see it in the door.
I'll see it in the door, which means the gun had to come out of the drawer in order to shoot through the door. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it was an accident, you were reaching through the drawer looking for something and your finger hit the trigger and the gun was in the drawer, it would go through the door, and hit your mom. Fair to say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I don't pay attention to it because like I kept picking flavors up.
Okay.
And I was putting on top of the drawer to get to the flavor I wanted.
Again, your mom got shot in an area that you can't be shot in, shooting it from the top of a dresser, sitting on the top. It's not going to hit her that way. She was shot more than one time. She was shot more than once. It wasn't just one. It was more than one. Okay? And that leads me to believe that you were holding the gun at the time it went off. Again, I'm not saying you wanted to do that. I'm not saying that you were thinking about this all night long and that you just couldn't wait for your mom to aggravate you so you could shoot her. I'm not saying that. Okay? But you had to have been holding the gun for her to get hit 2 times. And in the area she got hit, it could have happened just accidentally pulling the trigger on top of the dresser. Okay? Again, we've went this far. You've been honest with me. I so appreciate you being honest about it because I know this is not something that you meant to do on purpose. But you can't lie about other things because it's as bad as if you lied about the whole thing. You have had to hold the gun. Now maybe if you had to shoot through the door, maybe she was on the other side of the door and you were just pissed off because she was bothering you. Maybe you didn't know she was on the other side of the door and you shot through the door, not realizing that she was on the other side. I don't know. Maybe you knew she was there and you took a shot at her and got her. Did you do that? Okay, so what'd you do then?
It's like,
how'd the gun go off? Explain, show me, like if you have the gun in your hand, show me how you did it so I know how it went.
Like I said, on the drawer I keep my water flavors up there.
Okay.
And I was trying to look for it.
Okay.
Because I was still watching TV.
Okay.
I'm trying to watch TV.
Right.
And put the flavors in there.
Gotcha.
And like I said, I think she said she was taking a shower.
Mm-hmm.
And that I keep it in the top drawer and I was fooling around trying to find the flavor that I wanted.
Okay.
And put it on top of the dresser. And it went off accident.
Okay. When you shot through the door the first time, had your mom exited the shower already? Because I think you told me she took a shower and she was already out of the shower.
She was already out.
Was she screaming at you from the bedroom? over to you through the door while you were over in your room?
Well, she started in the hallway and
She went in her room?
Yeah.
Was this after the shower or before?
Yeah,
So after the shower, she came out, she was still screaming at you. She went back in her room, shut her door, or do you know if she shut her door? Because did you see it open?
I just went, got up and shut my door again.
Did you shoot through your door to get to her door?
No.
Just through her door. Okay.
Yeah.
So where were you standing when the gun went off?
I wasn't standing. I was sitting on the edge of my bed.
So you were sitting on the edge of your bed, and the gun went off through her door, and you were imitating the show you were watching. Okay. But you knew your mom was in the room though, because she was just got out of the shower. Did you think about that?
No, because she goes in her closet to change.
Yeah, but you shot into the room knowing your mom just got out of the shower. Like, why would you shoot the door when you know your mom's there? Maybe not knowing she's right behind the door, but knowing your mom is in the room, why would you ever shoot the gun that direction? What were you thinking about?
I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was just watching the TV show
Okay.
and I had trying to get my drink mixes.
And that was making you mad because it wasn't working out. You said you were frustrated.
Yeah, because I couldn't find my drink mix. And I said, just let me stand up on the edge of the bed and just take everything out.
So you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Right-handed?
Mm-hmm.
So you shot with that hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you're sitting on the edge of the bed and you're looking out into the hallway?
No, I'm trying to watch the TV. And
So you're sitting on the bed, you're looking at your TV, you're sitting there, and you grab the gun and shoot towards your bedroom, your mom's door, but you're thinking you're just imitating what you're seeing on TV. That's what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Be honest with me, because there's more than one shot. How many times did the gun go off? Be honest, because you know all of this.
I want to say 3.
You think 3 times? Okay, I don't know, I'm just asking.
No.
I really don't know, because I don't know, I have to see your gun, and I can't really tell some of the injuries on your mom. We're trying to figure it all out right now, so I'm not 100% sure. But I'm telling you, the gun went off more than once. So I'm trying to get the truth out of you, because in the morning, I'm going to figure out how many there were. If there was 3, then I'm good. We're good. If it's 2, it's 2. But I just want to know how many you shot, because you should know.
I want to say 3.
You want to say 3? Was there 3 holes in that door?
No.
Then how did 3 shots hit your mom if only 1 went through the door?
Because my door was halfway open and
But her door...
I was ignoring her, and I'm like...
Yeah, but you don't understand what I'm saying. If her door is shut and you have 1 bullet hole through her door, but you shot 3 times and she's hit 3 times, how do I get only 1 hole in the door and 3 holes in your mom? The door had to have been open or something else had to happen. You gotta tell me, because only you can help me.
Because like I said, I was trying to watch the show.
Okay.
And I normally ignore her, but she kept pushing the door open.
Okay.
And like I said, my dad's rifle was laying on the floor.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Like I say, 3.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I'm kind of getting the picture here. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Fair? Your mom is coming in and out, yelling and screaming at you about this stupid gun. You're already agitated because all the stuff we already talked about. Your drink you can't get right either. You're sitting on the edge of the bed. You got the gun in your hand. You're watching the TV and your mom's coming in and out, in and out, in and out, giving you a hard time. Your door is open, but her door is shut. Okay? To me, it sounds like you probably just aimed out the hallway, maybe not even know your mom was there, just pulled the trigger a couple times. You may have missed once and hit the door, but the other 2 hit your mom, and your mom fell down. Okay? Is that what happened or not?
It might have been.
Nah, come on, stop saying it might have been.
I might have been. Yeah. It's like I said, I'm like, I was scared, and I'm like, I was watching the TV show, and I'm trying to find my drink mix, and I'm like,
Okay.
and I'm like, shut the fuck up, and I'm like,
Okay,
I
you
shot
said-
3 times.
Okay, when you're telling your mom to shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's saying, she's giving you a hard time, you said shut the fuck up and you shot 3 times. Did you not go check on your mom, like right then, to make sure she was okay? You had to know she's hurt.
No, I heard her.
You heard her, was she yelling?
Yelling.
She upset yelling, or hurt yelling?
Upset.
Hurt?
No.
She had to have been yelling like, I'm hurt, I'm shot.
Damn it, no, she kept saying, God damn it. God damn it.
You shot me, you shot me? Was she
No.
saying that stuff?
She said, God damn it. And she's always fucking yelling.
Okay, but
that's the way she is.
But
She's always yelling.
Okay, but you shot the gun, she falls in the room, falls on the floor. Okay, she may have shut the door, but you heard her screaming and yelling, and you must have known you hit her. Don't tell me you didn't know.
I didn't know till the next day.
You're gonna tell me you did all that, and you don't even check on your mom to make sure she's okay, and you just let her lay there, and then the next day you decide, well, maybe I better check on my mom, and there she is. That's what you're telling me you did?
Because I was scared.
Okay.
Well, I checked in, I'm like, I was scared.
All right, listen.
Because she kept.
I'm gonna. You want some water? You want me to go get a bottle of water for you? Are you thirsty?
Yeah.
Or are you okay?
Yeah, I can use a bottle of water.
Okay. Sit here. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna regroup for a minute. I'll come back and talk to you. Is there anything that you left out that you didn't tell me? Understand this. I'm gonna go to your house. I'm gonna go in your house. I'm gonna find all these guns you're talking about, and I'm gonna forensically be able to tell you what happened in your house. If something happened different than what you just told me, it's gonna be worse than what it already is. If something else happened that you're not being honest with me about, this is the time to tell me now. Because if you don't, and I find something else in this house that you didn't tell me that I can show happened, it's gonna look really bad for you. And I understand that it was an accident. I'm sure you didn't mean to hurt your mom. I understand tensions got high and she was bugging you. And remember I told you about all these circumstances pile up and things happen that you don't want to? You see, I'm not stupid. I've done this job long enough to know that's probably what happened. And I'm sure you never meant to do this. I'm sure you never meant to hurt your mom. But you lost your temper. She's coming in giving you a hard time, screaming and yelling at you, wouldn't leave you alone. And you're telling her to leave you alone, and she just wouldn't do it. And I think you shot the gun out of frustration. Probably not realizing that you were actually going to hit her, but you were shooting in her direction, and you hit her. Okay? But if there's not something, if there's something you left out, you please tell me now, because I don't want to find it later. Is there any other details you need to tell me?
Well, after I realized I did it, I reloaded it.
What'd you do with the bullets that you shot?
Put it in the trash.
Which trash?
Trash that went out yesterday. Not today.
Trash already got picked up today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which trash can did you put in originally, though? What was it? Which trash can that you put out? Like it was in your trash in your house, and then you put it out to the street, or what?
Yeah, in a trash bag that I have behind my door.
Now, is it like a little Walmart bag that you put trash in? You hang it on your door and just fill it up with stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you took that and you put that where?
In the garbage.
What garbage? Which garbage can?
The blue one.
The big blue one outside,
Mm-hmm.
next to your house? And then the trashman came today and picked it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I didn't take the trash out the last week, and
Okay.
they had to go out that day.
So the bullets that are in there now are all new bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And where'd those bullets come from?
In the laundry room, and then I put them in my room.
Is there a box of ammunition, like in the box that has them all nice and neat?
Yeah.
Okay, and that box is now in your room?
Mm-hmm.
It was in the laundry room? Or where
No,
was it?
it's been in my drawer.
Okay, so it's in your drawer where the gun was?
Yeah.
Okay, how many bullets are missing from that case?
I don't know.
Okay, but you took 5 new ones out of there and put that in your gun.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you know that, how many bullets did you really fire? Because you took them out, you would know how many casings there were. How many empty ones were there?
I just took them all out.
But how many were shot? Because you know the difference between
3.
the ones. Okay, so there's 3 that were shot.
I think 3.
Okay. And did you throw all 5 of them away, or just the 3 that you shot?
When I tried to empty the gun, they all fell on the floor.
Okay.
And I just put the bullets back in.
Okay, but you put the bullets that were in there back in, but you took the 3 that were shot and you put them in the garbage and threw them away. And then you reloaded the other 3 from that other box. Is that what you're telling me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I remember.
Anything else that you didn't tell me?
3 times that I remember.
Okay, there's nothing else that happened? Like no other things happened that you didn't tell me now?
I may have tried to mop up the floor.
What floor?
The floor in her bedroom.
Is her floor got carpet or is it?
Tile.
It's tile. So what did you use to clean that up?
A mop.
Where's the mop at now?
Sitting in the backyard.
Where at in the backyard?
In a mop bucket.
Where's that at? Like if I was going to the backyard, where would I find it at exactly?
Outside the door.
Right outside the door? What color is the bucket?
Yellow.
Yellow bucket. And is the mop, what color is the mop? What you doing with?
White and green.
And what were you cleaning up? What was on the floor?
Blood.
More blood than you want to admit to me about, right? Okay. Did you clean your mom up too?
No.
Okay.
Like I didn't. I'm just sitting on the floor and
okay.
Put it in the top, and I got scared because.
Okay. So again, do you know where she got shot for real? Like, did you see the spots?
Hmm?
You seen the spots where she got shot?
No.
On her body?
No.
You can't tell me where that was at?
No.
Okay. Her phone. Did you go in her phone? Did you do anything with her phone?
No.
Did you anything like that? Did you tell anybody what happened?
No.
You didn't call nobody?
Yeah, I couldn't call anybody.
Okay. You didn't ask for help from nobody? You didn't call anybody and say, hey, look, I messed up. This is what I need to do. Can you help me?
Yeah.
Nothing like that?
Yeah, and everybody that I know was in
All right.
Tampa, and like I said, it was an accident.
All right. Did you take any pictures with your phone about it? Did you take pictures of your mom on the floor? Did you take pictures of your house? Did you do anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me step out for a minute. I'll see if I can go find you a bottle of water, and then I'll come back. And if I have any other questions, I'll ask you. And if you have any questions for me, if you think of anything, just get with me. You know, I believe it's an accident. I believe you didn't mean to do anything. I do really appreciate you being honest. I hope that lifts off you. Lifts some. I know it doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, like I said, when I seen the cops at the door, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get blamed for something I didn't do again.
But you did do
this
it.
happened by accident.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, you know, accidents happen. You know, I can understand that. But you look at it from our point of view. We don't know what happened at your house. We can only assume certain things. And if I assume the wrong thing, then we're gonna have some problems. So, you want some pizza? I think we have pizza in the back. You can't have that?
No, mine's like...
Okay. I'll go get you some water. Yeah, you said your stomach is a little funny, so let me go get you some water. I'll come back and give it to you. Just hang tight here, don't go nowhere. And we'll figure out what we need to do from here. All right?
In November 2025, 2 years after the discovery in the storm drain, Richard Resca stood trial in Hernando County. Despite his initial denials and the web of lies he spun in the interrogation room, the physical evidence and his eventual confession left little room for doubt. On the 14th of November 2025, a jury found him guilty on all counts, including second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a felon. 1 month later, on the 18th of December 2025, the court delivered its final judgment. Richard Resca was sentenced to life in prison for the murder of his mother, plus an additional 15 years for the firearm charge. He is currently incarcerated in the Florida Department of Corrections, where he will likely spend the rest of his natural life. Dabanee Cook-Resca's body was recovered from the darkness he tried to leave her in, and in the end, the son who thought he could erase her was erased from society instead. This is Cold Case Archive. Thank you for watching.